What's up, guys? Devin Zander here with my co-host Clayton Johnson. We are the Rowdy Boys, guys.
So rowdy today, dude.
We are.
Yeah.
We're all kinds of emotions, man. It's been a long day. God, I hate. We're never having a guest on the podcast again. No offense, Dylan. You were great.
No, dude.
We'll have a guest
cut
eventually.
This. No
We'll
negativity on the podcast.
No. I'm excited, guys.
No.
Listen, we're not cutting.
No, we're cutting.
No, we're going.
Dude, cut.
Today we have a special episode. Just kidding. It's a normal episode, but it is about marketing. And today we're going to be talking about how you can ensure that every single morning that when you wake up, when you lift your head off your pillow and you open your eyes and you look at your phone, you always have a calendar full of calls ready to buy your high ticket or whatever price product it is that you're selling. Essentially, how you can make sure your calendar is always filled on autopilot.
God, wouldn't that be the dream, right? Like
Not
how
only
many
is
days?
it the dream, but it's real life.
Dude, how many days of just grinding, trying to get prospects on the phone? It sucks.
Dude,
what
negativity.
What if you could imagine exactly what we're saying? It's like you wake up in the morning and your calendar's booked with people that want to actually buy from you.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
They want to give you their money.
I mean, no more
you're
cold
gonna let
calling.
them.
Yeah. So on this podcast today, we're going to break all that down, how you can do that, how you can book 10 calls a month, 50 calls a month, 100 calls a month, 700 calls a month, depending on the size of your business.
Depending on how much you want to spend.
Yeah, and we're going to show you the secrets on how we do it and how you can book a ton of calls. It's going to explode your business. So this is going to be a rowdy episode.
You guys are getting the nitty gritty, the shit that we're doing right now that's working, filling up our calendars and making us and our sales reps lots of money.
Yes. All right, so I got some notes. So we're kind of guide the conversation. We're going to talk a lot about just pretty much everything you need to know to book up a bunch of calls. But we're going to start with, why would you even want people to book calls? You know what I mean? A lot of people are out there grinding, trying to get people on the phone, cold calling and be like, hey, do you want to talk about this?
Messaging them on Facebook.
Yeah,
or
what we want to do is we want to flip that model. We don't want to reach out to them. We want them to proactively book calls with us. So I think that's so important because it totally flips the dynamic in the script.
Yeah, they come to you instead of you. Like, just think about this as chasing a girl, right?
Yeah.
If you're constantly, and obviously not every situation's like this before some sort of police come and get me, right? But like, if you're constantly chasing after the girl, trying to get her, she's not interested, right? You have to let her come to you, okay? And it's almost like the playing hard to get thing, right?
Yeah.
I know that this might be a weird analogy, but seriously, it's a thing, dude. Like, especially when you're younger, 18, 19, 20, or even, high school and stuff. If you're too like into a girl, sometimes they don't like it. They want you to let them come to you. They want you to play hard to get. They don't want you to be overcommitted and all that. But it's the same way with sales. And it is typically like this a lot of the time, okay? Because it's the same thing when you're doing webinars or when you're doing VSLs. If you're just coming on too strong, coming on too hard, you just seem desperate. And when you seem desperate, people are like, oh, well, he must really need money or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're not interested because nobody wants a fucking coach that doesn't have what this person wants. And in this case, they're, thinking that you don't have money. Obviously, this isn't the case every time, but this is what I think. Like, when people message me and when people are cold messaging me or cold calling or cold outreaching me, I essentially almost always instantly think, it even happened today. I'm like, this guy has no value to give me.
Yeah, they're just trying to sell me.
These people are below me, not in like a way that they're lesser people than me, just below where I'm at in business. Yeah. So I just feel that I have no value to take from them because if they had value, I'd be, going to them. They would have attracted me in a way that made me want to reach out to them.
So I think that's a huge point, man, because like when you think about it, you don't want to hit them off like that. That should not be the outreach. It should be like, hey, do you want to get on a call? Okay. You have to really understand that getting people on calls is all about what comes before the call. It's about the messaging, the content. So you warm them up with the content, give them value for free. And as that piques their interest, you can introduce the idea of actually getting people on a call. And so I actually do want to talk about, kind of what that actually looks like in reality. We're going to talk about a couple angles. But before we get into that, I want to talk about, the actual how do people book calls with you, period? You know what I mean? So we use a software called Calendly. So super popular, but essentially what it does is it allows, you can hook up your calendar to it, and you can give a link to a prospect and give them an email, and essentially it'll bring them to a page, and they can see all your available time slots. You can make them fill out a form, and they can find a time on your calendar. It syncs with your calendar, so it blocks off times that you're not available, and they can book a call with you at their convenience. So we use Calendly. Do you use something else?
Yeah, we use Acuity scheduling, but it's essentially, it's the same thing. It just fit better into our tech stack. There wasn't enough integrations we could do with Calendly, so we were like, Acuity.
Okay. Boom. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things out there. Even like HubSpot has their own like booking software.
Yeah, there's like Sale. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of the one that Sam Ovens used, but I can't remember.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them out there, but Calendly, if you don't have a booking software, definitely go out there and get that.
Calendly is the easiest one to get started with.
Yeah,
like if you want something that's super easy, Calendly's fine.
And this is going to be the thing that allows people to actually book calls with you. Okay, so I think that's really important. And then I want to go on to so what does it kind of look like in reality? What are the ways that you give people content to get them warmed up, and then what do you offer to them to actually get them to take that action to book a call? So maybe you can give a couple examples of what you guys have done.
Well, I think it's really it's marketing 101, man, right? So people have issues. People want their issues solved.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, maybe people don't even know what their issue is. So there's two different ways you could attack this specific thing. Number one is you create an issue for them. You say, look, you're stuck in your business, and then you just target like a certain business type. And this will make it really broad, right? So you could say like, hey, you're an e-commerce business and you're stuck at $2 to $3 million a month, and they don't know what their issue is, right? But they know that their revenue has been stuck there. Maybe not $2 to $3 million a month, $2 to $3 million a year. Yeah. And they know that they've been stuck there for a while, and they're like, shit, like I can't solve this. And they don't know what their problem is, because if they did, then they'd start to solve it, right? And then they'd be looking for something, and that's a different issue. But this is us cold outreaching with like a cold ad or something like that. So, hey, you're stuck to $2 to $3 million a month, and then you start telling them why. And this is something that you see, for instance, Hyros doing. They'll say, hey, you can't scale your Facebook ads, or you're stuck at 100K, or blah, blah, blah about Facebook ads. And then they say it's because of blah, 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 tracking. And then they make you watch a 20-minute video that explains how tracking is broken and how this solves it, right? Yeah. So they have an issue, which is they're stuck, right? They don't know necessarily what the real issue is, so you make up or give your version of the real issue, and then you promise them a solution, and you say, let's get on call together and discuss the solution. Now, the second way you do it...
I actually want to touch on that real quick. Yeah. I mean, what's really important, what you're saying, is that you're not reaching out and go, hey, do you want to get on a call? You're reaching out and go, hey, you have this problem.
You're giving them value.
You're
basically
value. Piquing their interest.
You're telling them what their issue is. Yeah. And that's what people want, is like they want to be diagnosed. They want to know the exact reason for everything, right?
Yes. That diagnosis, that idea, I think that's the killer.
Yes. Yeah. And then you're also painted as the authority because you knew something that they didn't know. Because if they did know it, guess what? They wouldn't have this issue in the first place. And now they know they have this issue because you brought it up. And it made sense to them because you said that, hey, if you're stuck here, here, and here, which they are, then this is the solution for you. And then, the value you're giving them is describing the issue, because this is where they're pulling their hair out, right? They're like, God, we've been stuck at this revenue for 3-4 years and we can't figure it out. So then by you describing that issue to them, they love you because they're like, yes, this is finally going to solve that problem. Yeah. They're connected. They view you as an authority, and they got a lot of value out of it because now they know what the next step is to do in their business. It's to solve that issue. Yeah. And then you preposition, hey, we can help you solve that issue. We've got, like in the case, the example we'd given right now, it was Hyros, right? Like it's like the tracking software. That's the solve to the issue. Or, for other companies in the similar vertical, it's Wicked Reports. It's the other one that I can't remember. There's another one. But that is a really, 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 really good way to get super qualified calls. You're going to pay a bit more because you're targeting like a really niche group, which is people like, doing $1 million a month or something, or doing $1 million a year and they're stuck. And then the second kind is, I guess they're both pretty targeted. Maybe that one's cheaper. I would have to look at the data because we don't actually run ads to that type of one. I just know it's a very popular way to do it. The one that we're doing is where we're just calling out like super specific issues, which is about like smaller parts of their business. For instance, right now we're running ads to a conversion checklist, essentially. And this is a lead magnet, so it's a little different. We're not going straight to a call. We're going straight to a lead magnet. And with that, we're sending them a conversion checklist. So it's like, hey, here's why your Shopify store is not converting as well as you want. Breaks down like a bunch of designs. Yeah. So again, now we're asking like, hey, you know, are your sales not where you want them to be? Here's why. And then we offer a strategy call. Like, okay, let's go over your design together right after they download it. And from there, we can start breaking it down.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's pretty interesting because it sounds like, you know, when you're running ads, you're actually trying to get people on the phone pretty soon after they even hear about you.
I think that it's smart to give people the opportunity to book right away. Yeah. Not everyone's going to take it. In fact, it's a small percentage of people that take it. But what else are you going to do? Yeah. Right? You just send them to a thank you page with nothing on it. You're going to lose yourself money. So you prevent like a relevant offer. It's the same thing as having like a tripwire or an upsell, but instead of selling something for $7, we're selling something for $7,000, right?
Yeah.
And there's always going to be people that take you up on it, man. There's always people that take the most expensive option. There's always people who want to just get started now, people who want to solve shit, people who want it done right now. So, I mean, it's a little more complicated than that because obviously we have follow-up sequences and things like that. But what I'm trying to explain is, you know, we're just going after these specific attributes where we think people are having issues based off of our research, and then we offer them the solution to it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then another simple way is just case studies, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're getting into all the
specific
go details right now because I don't have the notes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the final one is case studies. And this is just like, see how X accomplished Y, right? So for instance, going back to our own business, there's a case study funnel that we run, which is see how Tiffany took her store from $0 to $30,000 a day in 6 months. And then from there, we're just targeting literally the entire industry, right? Anybody that's interested in e-commerce, we're just throwing it out there, seeing what we get. From there, they're redirected to a video, which is like a 20-minute interview. Again, providing the value. We're talking about the big steps, the big like hurdles that she had, and then that we helped her overcome, right? So it's just 20 minutes of that and a lot of proof. She's got her Shopify dashboard up. She's showing her sales, doing all that. And then we just say, hey, you know, guys, if you want us to do it, you can get on a call with us. We'll help you. And then Tiffany, unprompted, like looks at the camera and she's like, do it. Get on call with them. You won't regret it. So, you know, that's just like showing someone who's successful where people want to be. They have what people want to achieve. And then we give them the opportunity to see how she did it, and then an opportunity to get on a call with us so we can help them do the same exact thing.
Yeah, man, I like that. There's a couple great angles in there, but the thing that I think I want to stress is that, you know, you're always providing value pre-asking for a call. You know what I mean? You're setting it up with, you know, guys, what you do, showing case studies, showing something, giving them some real value.
Yeah.
And then for what you were saying, like you're targeting people that should be very specifically qualified. If you're on a short-term cycle and these are cold leads coming in, if you said, hey, if you're stuck at millions of dollars a year in revenue, the only people that are clicking on that ad, I mean, those are pretty qualified people. So you can pre-qualify people with even the content you're going to offer them pre the offer of booking a call.
Yeah.
Now,
and then you're like never wasting your time.
Yeah, and so
or your prospects' time.
So I think that I think that's really cool that you can do that off the bat. For me, originally, you know, when I think about getting people booked on calls, I tend to do it a little bit. I think about having a lot more content up front, giving them more time. So maybe I could even push it in the beginning. I think what you said was great. Is that there's always going to be somebody that is ready to buy, and that's one of the hard things about running ads is that. Or marketing in general is like you when you put that ad or that offer in front of someone or in front of your audience, you actually don't know always what part of the buyer cycle someone's in. Somebody might see your ad for the first time and they've been looking for your solution for like 3 weeks, banging their head against the wall. So you need to give them the opportunity to get on the call. And don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh, we're going to send you, 2 years worth of cool content before you ever ask for a sale. You can literally ask them right off the bat because there are going to be some people that are in that buyer cycle. But just because the calls don't come in, if they don't hit the numbers you thought, that's okay too, because just like, dating, you might have to like give more value and continue providing value before they're ready to book a call.
Yeah, and it's not going to like ruin your chances just because you gave them the option to get on a call. They're not going to hate you, because as long as the content and that you're providing is actually valuable, then that's just the start of a relationship. Like you shouldn't get upset because someone turns you down the first time. And God, I feel like someone's gonna come after me for saying that. Look, guys, if a girl doesn't want to date you, leave her alone. But like, right? I mean, no one, as long as you're providing a very good education or a system, whatever it is that you provide within your organization. As long as you're doing a good job, no one's going to be upset or like unsubscribe or never talk to you because you asked to book a call right away.
Yeah.
They're just going to take a little bit more work. That's all.
Yeah. And one of the things that I think is kind of cool that you were kind of talking about is like, what are the angles that you're going to hit to encourage people to book a call? Because from my perspective, I personally hate booking calls with people, because most of the time someone invites me to book a call, I just imagine that it's going to be some pushy sales guy that's going to shove something down my throat. So I actually personally don't like to book calls if it's not the right type. So like you were saying a little bit earlier, there are some ways that you can use different angles and call offers to get people just to talk to you on the phone without the pressure of feeling like, oh man, this is going to be a sales call. So I think you were talking about one of the angles that you use.
So really there's only, I guess, there's kind of like 3 different angles we use, and I basically mentioned them. No, there's only 2 kinds of angles we use. That's wrong, because 2 of them were both case studies. So number 1, this is like the really, really easy one. It's just the case study angles. Like, look, here's where someone's at. Okay, they got this results in X amount of time. If you want those results, let's just get on a call and see if you can do it. That's like the typical one that we do with our email list. We're always just sending it out because we're always building rapport with them. So it doesn't require like a lot of work. It's just the relationship is there. We just give them an opportunity to take their business to the next level, just like someone else did.
And they pretty much know it's going to be like a sales call at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, hey, this is someone who's in this program. Let's get on a call and see if it's good for you. Let's see if you're at the place in your business where it's time to use this. So it's pretty simple. And you just, we send out text case studies. We send out image case studies, which are literally just, and then sometimes we just send out testimonials. We do video case studies. We do all that. It's really simple. And that's something that we just send out basically every week to our customers.
Yep.
Now, the other kind, and this is what we were mentioning, post lead magnet, is we do a Shopify store like design breakdown. And so
this is like a value-driven call versus you're probably going to buy something. This is something that you're actually offering that's going to be valuable whether they buy or not.
Yeah. It's so essentially what we do is we have someone download a lead magnet, right? They come through a Facebook ad, download a lead magnet. It's just a PDF. We've talked about that in past episodes. If you don't know what a lead magnet is, watch the past Rowdy Boys episode, right?
Rowdy.
So we give them the lead magnet, and then from there we take them to a thank you page, which at the very top it says, be on the lookout in your email inbox. An email will arrive in 10, 12 minutes with your lead magnet. Until then, watch the video below so we can make sure you get the full value of the lead magnet. Then we have basically a VSL, which breaks down, hey, for a limited time, the next 2 days only, we're offering a free Shopify conversion audit. So you can see everything we've gone over in the conversion checklist. We'll go through it with you live on call and make sure you're properly implementing it. It's a $997 value, but because we appreciate people who take action and really want to solve their problems, we'll do it free right now. Now, you might be wondering, why do we do this for free? The reason is because we want to provide you value now, because we hope that we can have a long working relationship together, and that one day, if we do provide value, you'll take us up on some of our offers. So we do that, and then we use a software called Deadline Funnel to make it actual real scarcity. So it is only available to them for like 2 days. It's actually like 2 days. It's basically 3 days. It depends on what time they sign up, because it ends 2 days later at midnight, right? So it could be 36 hours, something like that. But what we do then is if they don't book the call right away, then we just send them 2 emails, like one email tomorrow, like, hey, time's running out. You have X amount of time. And then we put a little timer in the email because it integrates, Deadline Funnel integrates with ActiveCampaign too. And then on the final day, we just send them one more email like, look, today's the last chance. Do you want to get this free conversion on it? Like I said, it's It's normally $9.97. If you do not sign up now, you will have to pay $9.97 for this call, but you can get it now for free. We'll help you implement the conversion checklist. We'll look at what's going on in your store, and we'll see why it's not converting or making as much money as you think it should be. And then from there, we get on call with them. We break down. It's a little different from a normal sales call because now we have to provide
I want to
value.
know what does the actual call look like?
Yeah, so the call, we have the conversion checklist. We just kind of go through it step by step with them and show them where to look on their store and how they can implement it. You know, like what apps could they use, what themes could they use, maybe cross-sell them on Avatar if they're interested. And then at the end, it's just like, so what other issues are you have? Like, and then you start learning about their pain points and you just start making them talk. What issues are you having? What's holding you back? And then you're essentially just repeating it back to them. Like, okay, so this is the issue you're having then. And you think if you solve this, then you could get to X amount of revenue or whatever their goal is. And then you give them the chance, you know, to join your program. And I think Alex Hermosi does something similar too, but he says he never pitches them on the first call. I've never done a call with him, so I don't know how that goes.
You don't have a gym?
No, I do not have a gym. But that's an interesting take too. And then he says that because he never sells them unless he thinks they're ready to buy.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting take on how you could do value-based calls and you could just keep following up on them and see. Yeah. But I'm much less patient than him, and I want our reps to just try to start selling right away.
Yeah, why not? If it can provide value, if it's the right time and the right fit, I mean, you don't have to be pushy about it or anything, but
yeah,
and like the whole point is to snipe people in and reduce the friction of them booking a call with you. Because once you get somebody in a conversation, like the empathy, the trust can be built really quickly, and then you can deliver the value and show them your programs and stuff.
And if anyone's scared to get on a call with someone right away, right? It's like, well, you just provide, if you go this route, it's like, well, you just provide them a ton of value. So why would you feel bad about it anyways? Yeah. And that's a good point. If they're not ready for that program, the higher ticket offer, you can always downsell them on like a $997 or a $2,000 product. That is a lot easier to sell over the phone.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm hearing from you, there's like two kind of.
Sounds like you haven't been on a sales call now. What I'm hearing.
There's a couple angles. One is just simple as literally showing people what, results that you got and said, do you want to get results like this? Get on a call, and then you sell them on that call. And the second one is more of like a value-based call where you're saying like, hey, we have this, here's the concept. If you want us to get on a call and personally
get it right,
review your site or whatever kind of thing that you have, then you can do that and you can really talk through their problems and actually customize that solution for them.
Yep.
And then that really easily transitions into a sale because they're getting value, you're getting empathy, you're learning about their business. And you can transition super easily to a sale right there.
And they're starting to see what the working relationship is like together too, that you are giving them so much up front and you haven't even asked for anything in return yet. Yeah. And they're like, a lot of people, what they do is when you give something away for free or for a really low price and it has so much value in it, they're like, wow, I wonder how much value is in the paid stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
So this should not be like a fake call with fake value. It should be a really valuable call. And the more you can actually
believe and implement something, right? And see a difference in their business.
Yeah, but if it's really valuable, I mean, the trust level goes up so quickly and they might just be interested right there. And I think you should probably pitch. I mean, if it's the right fit, you probably should try to pitch them, even if they are going to say no or not then or whatever. You're still, getting a relationship with them and moving them towards that eventual sale.
Yeah, and then it'll always be in their mind too that this program exists, and 2, 3, 4 weeks or even 2 months down the road when they're ready, they know it's there. Yeah. They know where to go. They're going to see that email from me, that I'm sending out with the case study or something that they're going to schedule, and then they'll close then.
Yeah, I like that, man. So the kind of conversion checklist, that's great. But to be honest, if you're a listener right now, thinking about your business, I mean, there's probably a million different angles that you could come up with, like for a call, things that you're going to do on that call to help them.
Yeah.
Like hey, we're going to go over your conversions and we'll help you improve your conversions. That's great.
We'll go through your attribution. We'll go through your Google Analytics. These are things that we're having issues with right now.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many angles of different reasons that you could get people to get on a call that you could think about what is the easy transition to get them to a sale from there.
Yeah. Just think about what people's biggest pain point in your industry is, right? And then there you go. That's your hook. You tired of this? let's find a way to fix it, whether it's free lead magnet or getting on a call or whatever. Just know your target audience and give them solutions to their biggest pain points.
Yeah, and to be honest, you can actually do something that's kind of depending on how good your sales guys are. You know, some sales guys only want to close like really hot, warm, you know, prospects that are ready to buy. But if you're good with transitioning somebody that's like, you know, colder, then you can actually do some more ambiguous type of angles. So let me give you an example. You could say like, hey, we have this trick that's working right now. And it kind of, here's like a little tidbit about it. You know, if you want us to explain about and look at your site and see how this could work for you, get on a call and we'll explain it further.
So it's like you're building like this unique mechanism, this proprietary tactic or technique, and they literally can't get it anywhere else, only through you. So their only option is to get on a call with you.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Yeah. That's so that little,
we're doing something like that for our theme right now.
Yeah. So that ambiguity angle actually can pique a lot of interest. And as long as you can deliver on that interest.
It's curiosity based.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I've seen some big marketers do that.
I think Todd Brown does that too. It's
man.
sick.
So those are a couple angles that you can think about how to get people on calls. Now I want to transition. We'll kind of wrap up after this, but so we talked about why you need to get people on calls. We talked about Calendly. We talked about a couple different angles in terms of the content that, you know, you pre-give people content to get them interested. You give them maybe a certain different angle to get them on the call. Now let's talk about, in reality, okay, so you understand the concepts. Where do you put these book a call actions? Like what form? So,
well, Clayton, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, first one I got on here is in your YouTube videos. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we make content that we post on YouTube every week. Slight interim right now because Matt was on vacation. But that being said, I was thinking about, essentially it came from me sitting down and thinking. I was like, okay, people are making millions of dollars running ads on YouTube. And I want to monetize our YouTube, but I also don't want to allow other people to run ads to my videos. So what do I do? And I was like, I'll just
put an ad in your own.
Put ads in the video.
Yeah, actually like a real ad for yourself inside the valuable content that you're posting on YouTube. I think it's so obvious and so not obvious at the same time.
So we create like extremely valuable content for our YouTube. We post it every week, and then we just have a mid-roll ad. So Matt, when he's creating the content,
it's not like an ad from Google Ads. It's literally just in the video.
It's a part of the video.
Yeah,
it is. I put it in there. Actually, our video person does it, but they put it in there right there in Final Cut Pro. It is in the video.
Yeah.
So essentially, Matt knows that he needs to take. There's a spot where he needs to leave an opening for a video.
Yeah.
So he's talking. He's like, really quick though, for those of you who want to take your business to the next level or something like that, and then boom, ad hits, and then it tells him to book a call. Tells him to check the description. Well, it gives him the link right in the call. You want to give it to him as many places as possible. Yep. And the link is even up there so they can see it right there on the video. Or it says check the video description or check the pinned comment. All three of those, just URLs to book a call. And that one's just super simple. It's like, hey, you know, if you want to take your business to the next level and finally, you know, it's like a little sales pitch, get to 6, 7, 8 figures a month, whatever your goal is, just book a call below.
8 figures a month. Yeah, dude.
That'd be sick.
Okay, yeah, so putting it in YouTube videos, I mean, to be honest, it can go in any kind of content, but I think that's a great way. That's
what we're doing anyways.
Yeah, put it in the YouTube video. It can be in the middle, it could be at the end. But the whole same idea is you're delivering value and then transitioning to people that want to raise their hand and say, yeah, I'm ready.
Because there's always people that are looking for it. They just might not know where to find it, right? Yeah. So you give it to them at every opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, the second one that you mentioned actually was, you know, when you are sending people from cold traffic, you get them to opt in. Then on the thank you page, instead of just giving them a lead magnet and saying, that's it, that's all you get, like that's what we used to do all the time. It's just that's where it ended.
Done it too.
You can actually try to get a secondary action. So the first action is they give you your email address for the lead magnet, but that secondary action, you know, that one-time offer, you know, that when they hit that thank you page, that's a great place to put your little pitch for booking a call as well.
Yeah.
Is that working pretty well?
Yeah. So that's something that we just recently started doing like a month ago. Got it from Nick Kuzmich, just so, you know, I'm not taking credit for his idea. But yeah, you never know how much pain, let's just put it that way, a prospect is in at any given time. Yep. So when someone's downloading your lead magnet, it's obviously because they're feeling some sort of tinge of pain, right? They have an issue they want solved. Some people are like, you know, it's kind of on the back burner. I know I have this issue. So they'll download your lead magnet. Maybe they'll go through it. They'll go on your thank you page. I'm like, whatever. Some people are like medium pain, like, you know, this hurts. Kind of want to solve it, but I have so much to do. So they might book a call with you on the thank you page, right?
Yeah.
But you have the people who are in extreme pain. And this is why you always have an offer or like a schedule a call thing on your thank you page, because some people are fucking dying. They're in so much pain. Their business is bleeding. They know they need to solve this. They know what their issue is. And if you are giving them the opportunity to fix it and they have to get on a call to do it, they will do that right now. I mean, we've had $1,000, we've had $2,000 offers on a thank you page so it was like lead magnet, $7 upsell or tripwire, and then a $2,000 upsell after the $7 offer. And we have like 5% of people bought it because they're just in immense amounts of pain.
Wow.
I mean, not 5% of the people who download the lead magnet, but 5% of the people who buy the $7 offer, right? Because they're in immense amount of pain. So you can offer calls. You can do like these high ticket offers right there because there's always going to be someone who's in enough pain to buy it right now. So that is our logic behind it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to have a thank you page.
I wouldn't even think that would really work, but I think you're right. I mean, that's my experience is like there's a huge range of people that are in different parts of the sales cycle, but there's almost always somebody that will do that. And if you don't offer it, they can't do it. So you might as well just offer it right there.
And like I said, it's not going to ruin the relationship. As long as you provide value, people will like you. They will follow you. If you're entertaining, you educate, and you make an impact in people's lives, they will continue to follow you.
But big thing about that, I just want to reiterate on your thank you page, you don't go, hey, thanks for leading magnet. If you want to book a call, click here. No, you're actually giving a pitch. Like you're saying
it's a whole sales page. There's testimonials. It's contextual. It's related to the lead magnet itself because people are downloading the lead magnet because of that specific issue. So we frame the call around that issue and help them solve it right
that's super important. You don't want to have one lead magnet and then a call for a different reason. You need to connect whatever they just opted in for because that's what they care about and connect that to why they should book a call. So yours was like the conversion checklist and then the call was like
conversion audit.
The conversion audit. Yeah, so it needs to be really connected seamlessly. But I love that. Thank you pages after the opt-in. I love that. It's great. The third one, man, the Mac Daddy of them all, baby, is we got the email. Use your email list.
Dude, this one
to get calls booked. So yeah, you want to take it away and talk about how you do that?
Man, I don't even have anything to say about this one. Really, it's so simple. Every Sunday, just once a week, we send out a case study email. Hey, here's a case study of how X, Y, and Z accomplished Z, Y, and X. Right. Mm-hmm. Book a call if you want us to help you do the same. Yeah. We just send that every Sunday. And literally, almost without fail, it books the remaining call slots for the week.
Yeah. I think about there's a couple different ways that you can do it. Number one is that, I mean, to be honest, literally every email that you send, emails in your autoresponder, you can always give an opportunity to book a call with you.
Yeah,
even if
you can
it's
do it in the PS.
Oh, that's a great way.
A lot of marketers do that because it's the same thing where you don't know where someone's pain level is at.
Yeah.
So if you're providing a certain type of solution, you can just always have it in the PS or footer of your email right above the unsubscribe button and your address and all that.
Yeah.
So that way, if someone is in that pain level, you have it right there available for them and they can take action on it.
Yeah, man, I love that. You can totally connect it to the message of the email. So if they opened up the email and then say it's like, you know, how to lose fat quickly, and you have a little bit of value about how you would think about losing fat quickly, and then in the PS you would also connect that. It's like, hey, do you want a customized plan to lose fat quickly for you? I mean, we told you about kind of what we do, but if you want to get on a call, we can customize that for you. You can book it right here. So you just tie that same book a call through the actual email. So I think about it like that. You can literally put in every single email, but then, and you can put in your autoresponder too. I mean, in the PS and all the emails that are going out. But then, like you're saying, also the broadcast emails. You just do them like once a week. That just goes out to the whole list, has like a case study, or you can use the angles that, you know, we were talking about before as well in that email. It's like, hey, do you want to get on a call to do this?
You know, to go over something specific.
Right. Yeah. So email is a crusher. Literally, if you did nothing else, you could probably book up your calendar with just the emails.
We get rowdy on email. Okay?
Oh yeah,
that's what the rowdy boys love. We love email marketing.
Yes. Hopefully forever. We'll see. And then the last one I have on here is literally just your website. I mean, think about your website. You have all these different places on your website that people could have an opportunity. But a lot of people don't even put that, they don't put a place where they can book a call. A lot of times you have a sales page and it's like, what do you want people to do? What is the next step? I am all about putting lots of CTAs on every sales page that, talk about that.
Dude, it's the same thing that we do. We don't really offer a lot of content on our website anymore. We decided to remove it all because we decided it wasn't doing a lot for us. Back in the day, we were super into SEO, but now, so we've really minimized our website, and we have two options that you can take. So if you go to our homepage of our website, it doesn't talk about our products anymore. It doesn't talk about our brand or anything. The very top of it
captures your email, maybe.
An opt-in.
Yeah, I knew
there's
it.
An opt-in for the conversion checklist, right? And then guess what? After they download that conversion checklist, it sends them to the
book a call.
Yeah. Then we have some trust stuff. So it's like brands we work with, what we've accomplished, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then below that, there's another section. Guess what? Case study. Hey, do you want to see how Tiffany went from 0 to 30K in 6 months? 30K per day, by the way. Yeah. In 6 months. Enter your name and email, and we'll instantly send you the case study. And at the case study page, obviously, there's an offer to guess what, guys? Book a call. And then a lot of what people should do, actually, and not a lot of people know this, but we do it specifically in our e-commerce website, is just look at the top pages on your website. It's going to be maybe a certain product page, then it's going to be your home page and your About Us page. So what you do is on your About Us page, you tell people about what you do, how you do it, how well you do it. Do you want us to help you do it? Let's book a call.
Yeah, man. I think that crushes it. And if you guys follow all of these things, you do it right. If you give them some value, give them some content, give them an angle, a reason to book the call, give them an incentive, maybe even a deadline. You use Calendly or some other booking software, get it up on your website. You use these angles, and then you put it in all the different places that we talked about. You put it in the middle of YouTube videos or any content that you have. Just give them a CTA.
Or think about it this way, too, because remember when I was super into blogging, I know this was a big deal, but the contextual advertisements within the blog, right?
Yeah.
So you just have that. People mostly only do it with opt-ins for lead magnets and stuff, but you can do it for booking a call, or you could do it for the lead magnet and have the book a call on the thank you page, just like we've discussed over and over and over again.
So the thank you page, put it in your emails, put it all over your website. And guys, if you set that up, this is going to change the sales game for you. It's going to be amazing. You can literally book 10 calls, 50 calls, 100 calls, multi-hundreds of calls a month with literally these same things. So hopefully it'll book up too many calls that you'll be on calls all day, and it'll be disgusting. And you'll have to
hire sales reps, and then you're millionaires, and then you come to the Rowdy Boys YouTube channel, and then what you do is you leave a comment letting us you changed your life. Because guess what, guys? If you haven't liked, commented, subscribed, and rang the bell on YouTube, what are you doing? What are you doing? How do you live with yourself? How do you sleep at night? Your wife or your husband probably judges you. She sees you watch the entire video and watches you click out without commenting and subscribing. She's she spits behind your back.
Wow.
It's wrong.
Is that really what happens?
Probably. I don't know, because I comment, subscribe to all the Rowdy Boy videos.
Me too.
If you're on video or YouTube, make sure you comment, subscribe, baby.
Boom.
Yes. If you are on Apple Podcasts, what are you going to do, Clayton? You tell them.
Leave a 5-star review and actually leave some text so we can read it.
Yep. And then don't forget to subscribe. And if you're on Spotify, the worst podcast platform out there, what I'm going to need you to do is exit Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts, leave a review, then go back to
many
Spotify,
directions,
and then just subscribe there because it's your platform of choice. But still leave the review on Apple Podcasts. Anyways.
And wait, one more.
Rowdyboys.net?
Rowdyboys.net. And you got to join our VIP subscribers list, because this list is growing like crazy every single day. And guys, we're going to give exclusive content to people that are on the actual email list. We're so big in email. So you need to do two things. One, you need to go there and put your email address in so you can actually get our emails. But later on, I want you to start diagnosing what we're going to do with email later on. As our subscribers grow, you're gonna want to like model what we're doing because it's gonna be so rowdy.
You're gonna want to grow your podcast.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so rowdy.
But-
and then you'll probably hit a thank you page where you had to book a call with us.
On that note, though, or actually, we don't have anything to sell you, but
No, I'm joking.
on
There's
that
no book
note,
call.
you should subscribe to our email list because we're probably going to do a giveaway soon.
Yeah.
Where we're going to have this really cool package. We're trying to work with other brands and get hopefully like some $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 package that we can give away.
Oh, it's gonna be so rowdy. Wow.
To a couple winners or maybe just one winner. We haven't worked out the details yet. But if you want the chance to get that package, it's going to be folded with marketing goodies and gold and all that stuff. Do go to rowdyboys.net and subscribe. And we might even throw in like a day of working with us, breaking down a funnel of your choice or an offer, something like that. We haven't decided yet, so no promises, but I think that's like the easiest way for us to provide value.
Yeah. Just get on the email list. It'll be good.
Yep, rowdyboys.net. That's ROWDYBOYZ.net.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah. Crushed it.
Clayton, crushed
Rowdy
it.
Boys, fist bump.
Fill up that calendar, guys. Go
Yes.
out there and get it. That's the fucking Rowdy Boys. We are awesome. Take it easy, guys.
All right. See you guys.